This is WFYI News Now. It's Tuesday, January 6th, and I'm Sarah Neal Estes. Here are today's Central Indiana and statewide stories. State lawmakers gathered yesterday for the second part of the legislative session, following a contentious start in December over redistricting. Ben Thorpe reports Democrats announced legislative priorities focused on cost of living issues.
The shorter session means that lawmakers will need to pass bills on a much tighter timeline, with committees expected to meet only a handful of times. House Minority Leader Phil Giaquinta says his caucus wants to address the cost of utilities, healthcare, housing, and childcare in the abbreviated session.
I'm eager to put redistricting behind us and get to work for Hoosier wallets this season.
Republican Matt Lehman says that he couldn't agree more that what unites Hoosiers is working families.
When they go to work every day, the one thing they want to know is, I'm going to keep as much out of my paycheck as I can.
Lawmakers say they hope to be done in late February. I'm Ben Thorpe in Indianapolis.
Martin University confirmed it will close permanently in a letter published in the Indianapolis Recorder. The university suspended operations in December, citing low enrollment and financial struggles. It was Indiana's only predominantly black university. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita is suing Eli Lilly and Company over the price of insulin. The lawsuit alleges the Indianapolis-based pharmaceutical giant conspired to raise prices on insulin medications for individuals with diabetes. In a statement, Eli Lilly pushed back, calling the lawsuit wasteful and saying the company has led efforts to make insulin more affordable for Americans. Indiana will not participate again in a federal program that helps families buy food for children during the summer. Farrah Anderson has more.
The Indiana Family and Social Services Administration says the state cannot afford the additional $5 to $7 million needed to administer the program known as Sunbucks, according to reporting from Fox 59. The agency cites broader funding gaps in Indiana's food assistance budget, but that claim is being disputed. Indiana Senate Democratic leader Shelley Yoder condemned the move, pointing to new state revenue forecasts showing a multi-billion-dollar surplus. Mark Lynch, director of advocacy with the Indy Hunger Network, says the federal government pays for the food benefits, leaving states responsible only for a portion of administrative costs.
It's minimal cost for really big gain.
More than 600,000 children in Indiana received food assistance through Sunbucks in 2024. I'm Farrah Anderson in Indianapolis.
The Indianapolis Colts general manager Chris Ballard and head coach Shane Steichen will return for another season. The Colts failed to make the playoffs for a fifth straight year, and in a press conference yesterday, team owner and CEO Carlie Irsay-Gordon says she understands fans' frustrations.
I'm pissed, and I totally get that they're pissed. I want to validate them, and we hear them. It was that's not the way we ever want to end a season, and I think as we evaluate it, we're going right back to work.
Irsay-Gordon said the decision to keep Ballard and Steichen came after reviewing their progress with the team and said it is clear things must improve under their leadership next season. Indiana University head football coach Curt Cignetti was able to turn the team into the top-ranked team in the country in just 2 years, in part because he recruited through the transfer portal. That is where coaches find transfers from other schools to boost their programs. It opened Friday and runs through January 16th. But Cignetti says having to entertain recruits cuts into preparation time for the Peach Bowl.
With the college football calendar the way it is, we have 13 portal guys on campus right now. So from 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock, my Oregon prep got cut a little bit short.
The Hoosiers will have to replace a number of starters on both sides of the ball. Cignetti says one of the benefits of the portal is that it's veteran players on the move who don't need long campus visits like high school prospects.
They're making a business decision. They're normally older guys. They've been through it. They know what they're looking for. You're a fit or you're not.
The number one Hoosiers face Oregon in the Peach Bowl Friday night in Atlanta. The game kicks off at 7:30 p.m. on ESPN. That's all for today's episode of WFYI News Now. Our podcast is produced by Zach Bundy, with support from the news team at WFYI and public media journalists across the state. Kendall Antron produced our music, and if you liked today's episode, remember to subscribe and share, and follow WFYI on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. to get the latest updates from our newsroom anytime. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.